another great episode of Life in the Pocket. I'm Hunter. We have Coleman. We have Mash. Before we go ahead and get started, I haven't done this in a while. I feel so out of place, but go ahead and follow us on Spotify. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, buddy.
If you are a patron, you get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes material. Like if you hear this new intro, you get to see how he made that. A bunch of cool stuff. Like before we were putting out videos, people who were patrons got to see a video episode of Lit P. So,
oh, snap.
It's legit. It's beneficial. You can start by giving $1 a month. It helps cover the cost of Lit P happening. So, last
and the
episode.
Bunker Fund.
Yeah, and the Bunker Fund. Last episode, we opened up Pandora's box
This can of worms.
of COVID-19, coronavirus, and Q.
What is Q? Let's refresh.
Okay, so
we don't know.
Q is a person or persons or organization that is releasing information that the Q refers to their clearance in the government. So Q clearance means you have like super top secret clearance.
Gotcha.
And so they're saying that they are in the government and they're releasing these things, but it's very coded. And what I did realize is when Mash said coded, what they're saying is in this clearance, there's a lot of abbreviations and stuff like that, and people were like, what does this mean? So it's not necessarily like binary code and people are having to figure it out. It's like they're trying to figure out what's happening. Because like it'll say like something, or like I'm making this up, but like in 2019, DRP will execute a blah, and you're like, what is DRP? So like you have to figure that kind of stuff out.
That's a derp.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Case
I
closed.
cleared that one up for you. That's
So-
a derp.
Jesus is coming back.
I'm telling you everything I know, and then I'm going to shut up.
Next
But-
week.
So what else? This is what I found out in my short time of researching, that QAnon is like the fan base
Yes.
/ decoders of Q.
Yes.
And they also
the believers.
They also call themselves
We believe.
bakers
Bakers.
because they take the breadcrumbs that Q releases and they turn them into bread.
That's
I don't know.
not how baking works.
Yeah,
That's such a stupid.
I'm just
bakers
saying
don't
what the video
take
said.
pieces
Oh,
of
I'm not
bread and make a
attacking-
bigger piece of bread out of it.
Let's call ourselves bake. Yeah, that bread's already been baked
It's already been breaded.
and crumbled.
Yeah, if they
you
left
can't rebread.
if they left dough crumbs, that would be
Yes.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's pieces of dough, and you
Just
have
trying
to
to
put
help.
them all
Just
together
trying to help.
You're
and
exactly
make a loaf
correct.
of bread for everybody.
So, I'm going to tell y'all, I have this one post that is a QAnon follower.
You know
and
this
he-
person?
No, well, kinda. It's like one of those people you're friends with, and you're like, I don't really know who this is, but like, we're friends on social media, you know?
And so this is Facebook.
This is Facebook, yes.
Interesting.
They have shared the account that I'm going to be reading from, though, is something like some person, I don't know, Dr. Russell McGregor. I have no idea who that is.
Russell McGregor.
But he's all up in this thing.
And
okay?
didn't we say his profile picture?
No.
Oh, this is a different person.
Yes.
Okay.
So he has basically posted this big long thing on Twitter where he's like laid it all out. He's done all the dirty work for us. We're not gonna mess with like
We're
not gonna mess with all the little
We do
coded tidbits to put, because literally he says, I shall put together all the Q puzzle pieces.
Dr. Conor McGregor.
No.
What was his first name?
Russell.
Oh. Any relation to Connor?
Dr. Conor McGregor,
Potentially.
the Irish wonder.
So he literally says, I'm going to put together all the puzzle pieces. Here we go. He says, I'm willing to take the heat if my guesses do not largely eventuate. Let's start with the virus. So I don't know if you guys want to like buffer this in any way, or if you just want me to start reading crap and
Just-
we can
we're
start
talking
going,
about
"Whoa,
Q."
What?
If you don't know what Q
We're talking
is,
about
you'll know.
We're talking about conspiracy surrounding the coronavirus.
Yes. Okay, so that's one question I wanted to say is all this relates somehow to Corona? Or Corona is a call? Did Q release Corona or did Q predict Corona?
Predict.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he didn't start
No,
this thing.
Corona's all. First of all, probably Corona's definitely man-made and released
We
strategically.
all know where Corona was started, guys.
Yeah, it came from China.
China. MASH. Russell Conor McGregor.
Dr. Russell McGregor. Yes. Don't know who you are. Don't know anything about you. But here we go. This is what he posted on Twitter. Let's start with the virus. Now, this says SARS-CoV-2. I don't... Heck if I know what that is. Is a psyop. It is a real virus that causes little morbidity and mortality, otherwise death. Thus, it is benign overall and less of a concern WW than influenza. I don't know what WW is. Worldwide? Worldwide?
Worldwide.
Means?
Wide.
All right, so basically he's like, the disease it's real, but like it's not actually as deadly as they're saying.
Okay.
Less of a concern than influenza. The virus can be problematic, but only in those with serious comorbid disease, almost exclusively the elderly. Having said this, preventative measures should be undertaken until POTUS gives all the clear.
Got it.
That stands for President of the United States.
Yeah. Antivirals such as remdesivir will be useful in ICU treatment. Okay.
This is what Russ McGregor is saying.
Yeah.
About
this is him.
when is he saying this?
I don't know.
Is this post-corona or pre-corona?
This was posted like 4 days ago.
Oh, okay.
5 days ago. So, and these tweets are Russell putting together the puzzle pieces that have come from Q himself. Okay.
Q.
Oh, so he's a baker.
He's a baker. He's baking. Okay.
He's baking up something spicy.
So, the virus was engineered by the deep state. Which the deep state is what they're calling this community of super evil, corrupt world powers, right?
Got it.
Politicians, celebrities. Is that?
Yes.
So the virus was engineered by the deep state at the University of North Carolina, Fort Detrick, and AAHL Geelong, which there's like a little, what is that, a New Zealand flag? What? Is that, can you confirm that?
Oh, wait, this
British.
says...
That's British, right?
I don't know.
Wait,
He's from Australia.
That's
I'll
Australian
look that up.
then.
Okay, I was close.
Maybe it's wrong. I don't know.
It, however,
Hold on. I looked up the definition for deep state as a body of people typically influential members of government agencies or military believed to be involved in a secret manipulation or control of government policy.
Okay, gotcha. So it says, it, however, has been attenuated, neutralized by white hats. Don't know what that means. 2 of the 4 HIV inserts have had base pair additions to ameliorate the gain of function. We don't know what any of that means. Okay, China, Iran, and Italy are all on the side with the president. Okay? They have largely manufactured the crisis by controlling the release of PSYOP disinformation. Okay. Remember, Italy was involved in #Spygate.
Spygate.
And needed to make amends. Okay.
Spygate. That sounds sick.
Most deaths. Now, keep in mind, these are all, this guy is putting together the messages. He's saying this is the message that Q has released. Okay. Most deaths will have had intercurrent influenza. Hence, conservative influenza prevention / treatment is important. China released the virus at the designated time. The purpose was to create panic as cover for operations. Okay.
Nice. I like it.
So the whole point of Corona is to freak us out so we don't know what they're really doing.
I'm in. I'm for it.
Which is eliminating deep state. Okay.
Let's go.
I think. Quarantines will be staggered throughout major cities of the world. for instance, hashtag Sydney is likely to start this Wednesday, 18th of March, 2020, which has already happened as we are recording this. Has Sydney been quarantined? To your knowledge?
Let me look it up.
It very well could have been.
Which, okay, literally the entire country right now is throwing around the word quarantine.
That's true. We're not in
We
quarantine.
are not being quarantined right now. We have been advised to practice social distancing. And certain businesses have basically been, not so softly asked, basically forced to close their doors. We're not quarantined, though. We're not. But everyone's like, quarantine. We talked about quarantine snacks, but I mean, we're not quarantined.
Right. I meant if from that. I know that you're not saying this, but it's very likely, and I think we're going to get there here soon.
So far, there's been no pertinent news about quarantine in Australia.
But we're going to get here eventually. It's very possible that we're going to be actually in a quarantine, or there will be a quarantine put into effect for us for, I've heard, 2 to 3 weeks, where you literally can't go anywhere unless you're going to the grocery store.
Yeah, and you have to fill out a form. At least that's how they said. If we implemented the same things that Italy is doing. In Italy, I saw in an interview, she said, if you need to go to the grocery store, you have to fill out a form with your government, and they approve it, and they give you a time to go to the store.
Wow. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
So stock up now. Get your toilet paper while
Get
you
your
can.
Nutty Buddies.
Dude, I might just catch Corona on purpose.
Are you Nutty Buddies or Nutty Butters?
I mean,
Nutter Butters. Nutty Buddies and Nutter Butters are different.
Oh, really?
Very, extremely different.
Nutty Buddy
is
a thing?
It's a little Debbie.
Nutty Buddies are those wafer,
Nutter
layered
Butters.
wafer. Now, they're fire too, but they're no Nutter Butter.
That's top 3 Little Debbies easily for me.
I love Debbie. Deborah.
I got a feeling she ain't so little anymore.
Okay.
Old Big Deb.
Oh, Big Deb. Now we call her Big Deborah. Instead of Little Debbie.
We're on tweet number 9. So far, Sydney, Australia has not been quarantined, but he says, talking about the MSM, whatever that is.
Swing and a miss, Q.
Yeah.
Or McGregor. Maybe McGregor misinterpreted.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
the level of
more
action
accurate.
will be entirely inappropriate for the actual risk posed. Okay. The MSM, I don't know what that is hoping the virus is very deadly and will end
the president politically.
Yeah. Are you looking at this too? Okay.
Yes.
It is not, and it will not. They will ramp up the panic because they have no other choice. They are under the impression the virus is in its original deep state form.
Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like what?
What does that mean? The virus is in its original deep state.
That makes it sound like the deep state did it and thinks it's going according to their plan, but meanwhile we intercepted it and we're now manipulating the situation to our operations.
This really, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This really makes Donald Trump look like a freaking superhero. Like he's taking them down. He's taking down the man, the real man.
You remember that episode of The Office where Dwight? It's the episode.
I wish we had
after.
Dwight Schrute on the pod right now.
It's after Dwight sprays Roy with pepper spray. You know what I'm talking about? And Angela is trying to get the story from everyone that she can because she loves to hear the story about Dwight because she wasn't there and all this stuff. That's what this is reminding me of. It's like, you know, when Carlos is who did I just call Carlos? Oscar.
That's racist. That's so racist.
That's racist as frig.
We'll put that
patrons.
for the patrons.
That's for the patrons.
It's not racist.
I didn't mean to call him Carlos.
His name is not Carlos.
You got his name
He
wrong.
just saw him as a Hispanic man, so therefore he said
called him Carlos.
It must be Jose.
Yeah, I didn't say Jose. That's worse. But Carlos says that Dwight does this and he's standing there like an action hero. Did I call him Carlos?
This whole story is just.
I'm sorry, we're cutting this out. Okay. We're cutting it. Sorry, vids.
The MSM, I don't know.
We're
gonna
go
is.
beep, and then cut it out.
Okay. During these quarantine periods,
Don't get spicy.
worldwide, there will be silent, simultaneous arrests of evil.
So WW means worldwide?
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
There will be silent,
Prestige.
simultaneous arrests. So probably around this time already, they're taking down people secretly.
Let's go.
And these are low-level deep state facilitators, okay? Low on the totem pole, the Illuminati totem pole, okay?
Why are you acting like this isn't real, bro?
I'm not. I'm just getting into it.
Yeah.
Bro, this is real stuff.
I'm a storyteller. I'm
So
telling
far-
the story.
So far, the summary is President Trump has decided that enough is enough. He runs for president to collude with a secret agency called Q to take out leaders of the deep state. And so there's an ongoing war of quarantines and COVID-19 along with arresting and killing members of this evil group
They are
called the deep
strategic.
state.
I don't think they're killing them. I think they are just
Killing. Blood.
I like the passion.
I think they're making arrests.
What jail do they put them in?
I don't know, freaking Alcatraz, Azkaban. I don't know.
This boy said Guantanamo Bay.
That's a real place.
It is.
So, simultaneous arrests, low-level deep state. These include MS-13 in America.
Never heard of MS-13.
Me neither. Mafiosa in Italy. And
Bro.
The Cranberry Raiders.
the Canberra Raiders supported in Australia.
I'm glad their name's not Cranberry because that'd be so.
That's hilarious.
What gang are you in? The Cranberry
There's
Raiders.
a pizza place. There's a pizza place in Nashville
I'm a
called
blueberry, so I'm going to have to frick
Mafiosas.
you up right now.
Bro.
What?
There's a pizza. Y'all didn't hear
What are you talking about pizza?
There's a pizza
we're dealing
place
with
called-
serious stuff.
called Mafiosas.
We don't
what
have
you just
time.
said, and it is fire, bro. So good.
They're
Sorry.
probably deep state evil anyway, so it
The
doesn't matter.
MS-13 or
Shut
Mara Salvatrucha, commonly known as MS-13, is an
I just want to say you
international
nailed that.
criminal gang that originated in LA, California in the 1970s and 80s. Originally, the gang was set up to protect Salvadoran immigrants from other gangs in the Los Angeles area.
Okay.
Over time, the gang grew into a more traditional criminal organization. MS-13 is defined by its cruelty and rivalry with the 18th Street Gang.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. These nasty individuals will be put in quarantine camps run by the worldwide White Hat military. Okay?
Nice.
An example are the American locations here. So these are possible quarantine camps. We got, Seattle, San Diego, Dallas, Texas, San Antonio, Atlanta.
Omaha, Chicago,
Yada,
Atlanta.
yada.
Okay, we will not hear too much of these arrests, although some have already subtly been announced. So no dramatic arrests of these nasty individuals. Silence is strategically the best option.
So it says some have been subtly announced. How would we know?
Yeah, probably through Twitter codes, Trump's coded tweets. So I guess WW is worldwide. I don't know. That just makes the only thing that makes sense to me. So I'm going to keep saying it. The worldwide city quarantines will continue from the staggered individual commencements until they all end on the 10th of April, which is Easter Friday. Superimposed.
You mean Good Friday?
I mean, I'm just reading his tweet.
Russ
Good Friday.
McGregor says it's Easter Friday.
Yeah. Superimposed upon this will be 10 days of darkness, which will begin on April 1st in the morning and end on April 10th
Hold up.
as well.
Darkness. As in like no sun?
He's
Talking about
He's going to explain.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Immediately before the start of darkness, the president will tweet, "My fellow Americans, the storm is upon us." That is a quote. If Trump tweets this, I'm going to lose my crap.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm going to be really freaked.
Like-
if I was the president, though, and I wanted to freaking troll the entire country, surely he's seen this.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He could easily just be affirming the.
he has two options. He can either say, I'm not buying, or I'm trying to lead them off the scent of the trail, so I'm not going to say it strategically, or let's do this. take down the deep state.
Or
Killing.
like Trump is the kind of like
Killing.
I feel like if he saw that and just like say none of it's true and he sees this,
good stuff.
he just tweets it just for fun, just for kicks.
Yeah.
Like, okay, April Fool's Day will lessen the initial worries about darkness coming. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
But when darkness occurs, there will be peak COVID-19 panic and medical martial law
Absolutely.
worldwide.
But he still hasn't explained what darkness is.
Right. He's getting there. What does that say? Indeed, quarantine/medical martial law will have been in place in most major cities for some time before April 1st.
Okay.
Many people will be self-isolating at home. Most will have already prepped for food, etc.
Etc.
In Australia, the unemployed pensioners will be given $750 on March 31st. Other countries will have contingencies too. This means few will starve. Some emergency shops will be open to provide supplies if needed, but generally most shops will be closed. The 10 days of darkness will involve no social media or internet. There will be electricity, but no TV or radio.
Or no radio.
No newspapers will print.
Whoa.
The military of each country will close these down. Okay?
Okay. Pause.
All right.
This is going to take... Here's... Okay, you
This
can't...
is crazy.
Here's what this would take,
It's
though.
real!
Here's what
You're
this would
blind!
Killing.
You're blind, Hunter!
Killing.
You're blind!
This is what this would
Open
take.
your eyes to the truth.
Hey, I'm open
He's
to
really
this.
trying to say what this
I'm
would take.
open to this. But I mean... Because I
get
want to
some
see
of that
these...
Sprite?
I want to see these guys get taken down. I'm
Killing.
I'm for this. But here's what this would take. You can't just shut down. I can see, okay, social media, TV, maybe.
What would we do?
You can't shut down the radio.
You don't know. What do you mean?
You can't.
I'm saying
like you can still broadcast through radio waves.
You can't
dude.
shut down. You
Dude,
can't.
they're about to EMP. You think they don't have gadgets we don't know about?
Oh,
That's true.
They're about
That's
to just
true.
what are
nuke
those
the
things
radio.
called?
I'm just saying, like,
EMPs.
I think they definitely
No,
could easily
jammers?
shut down.
jammers.
Yeah.
Jammers.
This is
dude.
a Call of Duty.
What? Call of Duty didn't just make that up.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like,
exists.
you can't just you think you can just countrywide blast a radio?
a countrywide jammer.
I can't. But the president and his secret agent.
Maybe they can. I
The
don't know.
deep state can.
The whole point of all of this is there's a metric crap ton of stuff we don't know.
That's
All right,
true.
Here's
I'm
my
for it.
question.
Let's
Anything's
go.
possible.
I'm
So-
ready.
On tweet number 18, he
So
says the
that-
10 days of darkness will involve no social media or internet. There will be electricity, but no TV or radio. No newspapers will print. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to say my next thing, so don't interrupt me so we can discuss both of them. First of all, with no internet, guys, don't be worried about it. Pods will still be coming out, okay? Because we are in collusion with President Trump and Q. And we have already gotten permits to release
If we have
pods
to burn CDs and mail and hand deliver them
to our 5 listeners. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We can do it.
We
because-
got you.
Yeah.
So
Our audience is tiny.
that's my first statement. My second one is the military of each country will close these down. Okay? Let me just say this. Isn't it kind of becoming, people are saying, or going way against the media right now by saying, guys, you're creating too much fear in the people of America.
Yes.
So what if that is their reasoning of shutting down media altogether? Because if they only shut down news stations, that's no longer fair to other entertainment stations. So they have to just do a global-wide shutdown of all media content coming out.
Okay. But this is way funner to believe because we're taking down bad guys.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
say
what
it again?
I'm trying to make it more believable because you're just like that's dumb. The president or government cannot just say, "All right, we're done with this," but they have to have a reason for doing it. I'm saying, what if their reason is that by saying, all right, with coronavirus, you're causing way too much panic. We got to shut you guys down for 10 days and let everything just mold itself over.
I see.
That's going to be their reason to turn off internet.
Gotcha.
Second question, what would you do with no internet, no TV, and electricity?
Tunes, bro. Tunes.
Dude, how? Tunes from where?
We would have electricity so we could record.
Yeah. What are you talking about from how?
I thought you were talking about listening to music.
We could call it the Darkness album.
Oh,
Isn't that what it's called?
I'm
The
saying
Darkness?
Spotify, like internet shot, you're going to hit your Spotify playlist?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
We
talking
make our
about
own
making.
music.
Okay.
I'm saying
that's what I'm
we
saying.
got 10 days.
The Darkness EP.
10 days. Here's what's scary about that.
Darkness EP.
Here's what's scary about that. You can't communicate. We've gotten rid of landlines.
Yes.
We've gotten rid of all these things. You can't I can't just text my mom and be like, "Hey, y'all all right?" I have to literally drive to my parents' house, say,
Fly a pigeon.
No, wait. What if we're under quarantine?
I'm going to get back into the art of falconry.
Man, shut
That'll
up.
work. I'm down for that.
We
Yeah,
can't
Coleman.
leave. We're
Frick
quarantined.
you.
We're quarantined. Listen, we're quarantined. We can't leave. We can't go and tell our families we're okay. All you have is your fam, bro.
Listen, out here in
Your immediate fam.
I'm sorry,
Like,
I
immediate
almost
in your
called it Elm
household
Grove.
fam.
What I meant is out here in God's country.
Amen.
Listen, we do our own thing out here. I'm just going to say it. Like, try to keep me in my house.
I'm not saying that a cop's going to keep you from going to your
Exactly.
neighbor's
I'm saying
house.
quarantine means nothing to me.
But if there's
I'm
martial
saying you
law,
can't drive up into Bossier. You can't.
If martial law is imposed, then that means nobody can keep you in your house, right?
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. That's a general statement, and I stand by it.
All right.
I know nothing.
Martial. What's the definition of martial law?
My dad just sent me a brown thumbs up.
Nice. Martial law is the imposition of direct military control of normal civilian functions by a government, especially in response to a temporary emergency. Oh, so it's the exact opposite. So when there's martial law, you can't go anywhere, MASH, because there's going to be a tank sitting outside your house saying, I dare you. I'll blow you up, you Corona boy.
I dare you.
I'll blow you up, Corona boy. All right, let's not.
That's
I don't want to talk
And
about
we
what I
can't
would.
get on Zoom and do Corona quarantine pods because there's no internet.
True.
We couldn't anyway because MASH bailed.
Yeah, I've been living under this quarantine for a while now.
All right, anyways, let's continue through these tweets.
So, the president will have the only available method of reaching the public throughout the 10 days of darkness, and that will be through the emergency broadcast system.
So something will be broadcasting.
Yeah. Each military will transmit this to TVs and devices in their respective country. Okay. The president will either abroad or on Air Force One, abroad or on Air Force One during the days of darkness for optics.
Is optics.
So we can see
What?
everything.
Oh, great.
I'm so glad you asked that question. Ostensibly, the excuse
What
for
does that mean,
I don't
Mash?
know. I don't.
You don't know?
No, I've heard it before, but I can't give you a definition. The excuse for the use of Air Force One will be safety and/or infection risk.
Apparently or purportedly,
Purportedly,
I guess.
the emergency broadcast system will be transmitted from Air Force One. Okay. There will effectively be a total news blackout, except for the president. Now, professionally made documentaries. I almost said documentaries.
What does professionally made have anything to do with it?
They're just saying like this is not going to be some bootleg jank
This
looking
ain't going
like
to
home movie.
be a lady from Holland
That'd be
releasing
tight.
videos.
This is going to be like
Dude, imagine how funny it would be if it was though.
So-
and we had nothing for days, and we were like, we're all freaking out inside, had nothing on our phones, and then all of a sudden,
Urgent broadcast
this
from President
janky
Trump.
broadcast comes on your phone. How amazing would that be?
so we're talking
I'd be happy.
Unforgettable.
minimum requirements. Morgan Freeman narration. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
duh.
On.
In the beginning, there was Q.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's sacrilege. Sorry. I'll take that back.
Dude.
At least you sounded
Patrons.
exactly like Morgan Freeman. That's the upside. So, okay. So professionally made documentaries will be transmitted on the emergency broadcast system to TVs, devices, etc. worldwide. The content will lay out all... Okay.
Prestige worldwide. Why? Anyway, sorry.
The content will lay out all the horrors/crimes and details of everything Q. It will, however, be family friendly.
Tight. Ada, you're in luck.
It will be indisputable.
Indisputable.
Bro, I need to find some freaking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse DVDs, or else those 10 days are going to be quite
I got to get my
long.
hand on a bucket of Planters cheese balls.
We got some we have DVDs. Our problem is we don't have a DVD player.
Oh,
I
got
have
that
one.
Blu-ray
I
player.
actually have one.
Can I borrow it?
You don't have an Xbox?
I just threw it away.
Threw it away.
You threw it away.
Okay, it was broken. Okay, I didn't tell you that.
What was wrong with
it?
It just like wouldn't turn on. It could have been the power supply, but I just never bought a new power supply to fix it
because the power cord didn't work.
Well, no, like literally, I would press it and it'd go ba-ding and it'd light up and just shut off. Ba-ding over and over again. So
I don't really care that much.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Tweet number 24.
Wait, whoa.
Wait, 23?
I'm on 22.
Oh, sorry.
The president will describe how he was asked to run by the U.S. military to take down the deep state and that he is not a politician. He will verify the Q dissemination program.
Whoa.
These documentaries will include taped confessions of famous deep state politicians and elites. The structure of world control will be outlined. Evidence of crimes will be presented. Military tribunal outcomes will be known. I want to throw this in there, guys. Tom Hanks, he's evil. Okay.
He's so nice, though.
I've heard that he's involved in some really nasty stuff, like child stuff.
That's
so
what
he's
this
going
says.
down. Now, right now, part of the
I didn't
Q,
even hear that from Q.
Part
I
of the
heard
Q
that
stuff,
from somewhere else.
Tom Hanks is supposedly sick and quarantined. Fake news. He's being
not.
imprisoned. They've already got him. That's the cover. The cover is, oh, Tom is sick and being quarantined. Bullcrap.
Oh,
Not buying it.
This is
Bro, this is real.
This is real.
We all start making fun of it. By the end of it, we're like, everybody listening.
Our podcast is no longer called Life in the Pocket. It's called QAnon. We're bakers.
It is. We're bakers. Yes.
Oh, no.
We're bakers, baby.
Bacon in the pocket.
Oh,
Life in the bakery.
oh God! You can obviously tell this quarantine has really gotten to
Yeah,
us.
especially MASH.
MASH is
All right.
something else.
The presentations will occur for, say, 8 hours a day for the 10 days straight, okay, in the days of darkness. Repeats will occur for the rest of the day so that shift workers and emergency workers will not miss anything. The EMS will be 24/7. Families will have nothing else to do but watch.
And
Or
eat
we could read our
Cheetos.
Bibles.
Yeah.
Jokes on you, Russell.
Stupid. Connor.
Gosh.
Russ McGregor's.
The most heinous videos slash proofs won't be for all. And they can be seen by those wishing to do so on the internet after the yeah, he thought we were gonna get him because you said the internet was gonna be down. Me. After the days of darkness, okay, you can access the explicit footage. Apparently, there will be time to reflect during each. I love how somebody here taught them how to structure a Sunday school lesson. They're hitting all the high points, you know. This is gonna happen for this amount of time. There's gonna be reflection, okay, before the next major point. What?
Come on, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Next tweet.
This Twitter thread, be it so you may know. That's probably not even a statement. but
So you may know, killers.
just to let you know, that's probably what I should have
I
said.
said what?
We're on tweet number 26 out of...
The best part is you said it very confidently. Like
hold on.
You didn't trip over any words or anything.
Not that time.
You may know.
Be it so you may know. Okay, but anyways, there's a total of 33 tweets in this thread, and we're only on 26.
This is a pamphlet, okay? Yeah. There will be mass shock and disgust and confusion. Our role as patriots will be to provide. Wow, you're going to have to get me like a de-esser on that. My plosives are out of control.
Patriots.
On that statement. Our role as patriots will be to provide a sense of calm, validation, compassion, and reassurance. So we're like, hey, world, yeah, listen.
Guys,
this stuff's real effed up. It's true, but hey, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Many patriots previously too scared to talk will be able to do so. I'm guessing patriots is a term for the bakers.
It's capitalized.
It is. And he says many patriots previously too scared to speak up will now be able to do so. So they're like, all right, it's all, well, yeah, I hope so now that it's all literally confirmed. You're still afraid to, yeah, anyway. It's unlikely but possible JFK Jr. and others will add to the veracity of the operation.
Okay, well, let me just tell you this. John F. Kennedy Jr. died in 1999. So he's going to come back from the dead.
Yeah. Maybe he
did say it was unlikely but possible.
No. Maybe he was taken out. Like, maybe he was part of the deep state.
Or maybe the deep state took him out.
That's what I'm saying. No, in the video I watched before this, they say that they believe that JFK Jr. is really not dead.
Oh, okay.
But this says he died in a plane crash.
Guys, what if...
Okay.
A plane crash. They weren't able to discover his remains.
Fake! Okay.
Guys.
Fake.
Guys, what if, hear me out, Paul Walker was in the deep state? What if, crazier, what if Kobe...
What if that's what that means? I'll see you again.
What if Kobe...
Bro.
No, too soon. Nah, Kobe, you ain't... Nah. Ain't...
Not Kobe.
It was shady, though. We'll say. It was shady how he died. That pilot knew better than that.
Yeah.
Enough times passed where we can say that without being insensitive. That pilot should have known better than that. Let's continue. Sorry.
Anyways.
Okay. Yeah, JFK Jr. Now, when the 10 days of darkness finish on Easter Friday, a.k.a. Good Friday, Greg, there will be a mass outpouring of spirituality, okay? Revival. Talking revival.
Okay.
On Good Friday, the people will be told that the virus is now safe to venture outside and assemble. Hey, suddenly I'm on board. If this whole thing can be over by Easter, then I don't care what.
You haven't been on board? I've been on board this whole time.
I don't care how weird or scary or crazy all this is. If it means it's over by Easter, I'm supporting it. And I'm pulling for it.
And here's one thing that I've already thought about.
Team Q, baby.
Is once this is over, churches are going to be packed.
I was literally thinking
they're
today.
They're going to be solidly filled to the brim.
I was thinking today how like rich the first worship service is going to be after all finally going to be like.
We are going to sing coronavirus to death. Killing.
I raise a hallelujah.
To kill coronavirus. No, to kill COVID-19.
Yeah, that was good. That was catchier.
Sorry.
That's too far.
So, yeah, I'm never going to take it for granted again. So he says churches, synagogues, and mosques will be filled. There will be much grief, but also relief. So we're all like, I can't believe all this was happening and we didn't know it, but thank God it's over.
Yes.
You know, that kind of
passing the plate.
Amen.
And I'll have my job back. I won't be fired anymore.
Yeah.
You were fired?
Well, I'm just saying, when people don't show up to church, people don't give money. And when people don't give money, the bills don't get paid. When the bills don't get paid, Hunter gets fired.
Yeah, I love how the governor's like, hey, for everybody that works in a restaurant, we're going to send you some money. Like, as if those are the only people being affected.
Yeah, I think that's why. Anyways, let's continue.
So, a small percentage, perhaps 5%, will be too aggressive or progressively deranged and brainwashed to accept the truth. They will try to riot as usual. However, they will soon realize
as usual
the people are far more righteously angry, disciplined, and potentially violent.
Okay, so it puts in not quotes, but what is that? The people with capital letters.
Oh. Those are everybody that has believed now, I suppose.
I thought those were patriots.
No. This is after everything. Now everybody sees the truth that's been exposed, but this small 5% is too progressively deranged, okay, and brainwashed. So they'll try to riot.
It's got to be the left.
Yeah.
libtards.
No, all the libtards going to be taken down with the deep state.
Sorry, we just to go ahead and preface before you instantly hate us, the comments that were made were just for comedic relief. We don't actually hate libtards.
No, of course not.
Anyways, moving on.
I think they're wrong. All right, the deep state will lose control of the streets forever. Okay, the streets. What?
Sorry.
For some reason, I looked at Coleman like he did that because I saw
I raised my hand. He was making all these proclamations and declarations, and I was just.
You're not going to hear it.
An affirmation.
But our outro just came on in our ears, and it really threw us off.
You'll probably
our ball.
know from how I danced.
I looked at Coleman. I was like, "Bro, what are you freaking doing?" Like, because I saw you like do a thing, and then immediately it came on.
It's fine, bro.
All right. Anyway,
it's fine.
What does it mean when the deep state will lose control of the streets?
The
forever?
streets,
man, the streets.
Right now, they control the streets through the gangs, through everything.
The military will guard TV stations
through the mafiosa. La mafiosa.
No, we got the M13. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, that in Italy, the mafiosa, the M13 here apparently. That right now, deep state controls the streets.
MS-13.
The streets. So the military will guard TV stations and newspapers to avoid vandalism. And after the blackout, what is MSM? Anybody know?
Tell you what it's not.
That's not going to help me. Anyway, whatever it is, it will be completely exposed and will not attempt to counter the narrative. Okay? Those deep state actors who have not flipped and gone to Gitmo, it's an acronym for something. I don't know what it means. GITMO. And gone to...
Literally good?
Not a clue. I don't know what it means. So... they'll engage
Gitmo is for Guantanamo Bay.
Who's laughing now?
The Guantanamo Bay detention camp
now?
is the United States military prison. I just typed in Gitmo and that's what popped up.
It's so funny.
I apologize.
Look, Guantanamo Bay.
I don't know, Guantanamo Bay?
Within the Guantanamo Bay Naval Base, also referred to as Guantanamo, G-Bay, GTMO, or Gitmo.
Okay.
So they're taking them to Guantanamo.
So the deep state actors who have not flipped, I think deep state, I saw somebody about this Italian woman who was like supposedly documenting her corona experience because she had it. She was a deep state actor. She was acting, not truly infected, just to push.
Wow.
Yeah. So those deep state actors who have not flipped and gone to Guantanamo Bay will engage in the suicide weekend of the 11th and 12th of April. Okay? Recalcitrants will be left...
Tight.
I want to say, first time I've ever seen that, I just went for it with confidence. I don't know what it means. But
dude, that's recalcitrants.
You don't know what recalcitrants?
Dude, I'm always glad to learn new words.
You hadn't heard, what was the word earlier?
Hunter, Google it.
Recalcitrants is a person with an obstinate... Why do they put other hard words in the definition?
I need a max of 6 letters in a word when I'm reading a definition.
There's a person with an obstinately uncooperative attitude. So they're very uncooperative.
Okay, so the recalcitrants will be left to fend for themselves in front of the informed masses. Okay.
Where do the bakers come into this?
They're baking.
They've been baking this up, bro.
I was thinking about this earlier. What if we come up with like a slogan for the bakers? Like what's the Marine Corps?
Hey, while y'all are
like, what's that mean though?
I don't know.
It means something. I'm talking about like just a slogan that like would encompass what the bakers are about.
So like while y'all are faking
also,
it, we'll be baking it.
They have a slogan.
But we need it to.
It's that MWM whatever thing.
No. We need it to tie into baking somehow. Like
it's WWG1,
I don't know.
WGA.
If you're listening, if we don't come up with one by the end of this,
I don't know what you want either.
I'm talking about like a baking, kind of like a punny like slogan that comes across. It creates a type of respect and reverence, but it's also punny about baking because we're called the bakers. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't agree with the whole baking thing in general because it's not right. It doesn't make sense.
So,
but if we're gonna be bakers, that's already been established. We can't change it now.
Listen,
Let's
I
come
want to
up
be
with a
clear.
good slogan.
I want to be clear. We're getting on board, okay? But bakers, you're
on.
uneducated. Makes no sense. Sorry.
To go ahead and let you know, the Q motto. I know we're trying to make one for bakers, but the Q motto is when people hashtag WWG1 WGA, which means where we go one, we go all.
See, that's what I'm talking about, except in relation to bakers. Let's come up with a better one.
What we all bake.
Where we bake one, we bake
What
all.
we're all baking.
That's so good.
Y'all are all faking.
No, I got it.
What was
Shake and bake.
No, see, no. That's already been done before.
Okay. Sorry.
Maybe somehow in relation to like if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen kind of thing. Kind of like
this
that.
kitchen's getting hotter.
Bakers only, bro.
No. Well,
Bring your own bread.
drop your baker slogans
Bring
in the
your
comments. Bring your crumbs. I'll give you
The crumb collectors.
We've had it with this. I got it. We've had it with this crummy nation.
This is the funniest episode we've ever recorded. It might not even be that funny, but sorry.
No, we're serious. None of this is a joke.
The state of our nation is crummy.
Yeah.
And we've come to bring it bread.
to bake the bread.
All right.
And the heat in the kitchen is getting hot.
It's enough of our bad jokes.
We're going to make some croutons. The heat is getting intense.
There may be an
When life gives you crumbs, make croutons.
Amen, brother.
There may be an economic reset within the 10 days of darkness with an ending of the Federal Reserve and institution of a gold standard, but I'm not sure.
Interesting.
And this vision's a little
clear,
hazy. Not quite confident on this one.
I was confident about everything else I said.
He's
This
completely
claim-
sure about everything
This might be a little audacious, this specific claim regarding the gold standard.
I'm not going to lie. I believe it.
Don't want to push the envelope.
Well, and that wasn't even that weird.
That's what I'm saying.
They're already giving people money to boost the economy.
That's going to be tight.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
and that is my best guess for the structure of hashtag the storm. In a sense.
Pause. What do you guys
We're
need
right
to do
at
with
the end. I'm reading the last
just
tweet.
Finish up then. I'm sorry.
In a sense, we must demand justice, but also be benevolent if possible. And then, of course, hashtag the Great Awakening worldwide will really begin. Please comment.
Worldwide. Wide. I wonder
Hashtag
if
QAnon, hashtag
I wonder if when
MAGA.
they made that movie, Step Brothers, if they really understood that from then on, every American would think, at least, maybe they wouldn't say it every time that somebody said worldwide, but they would at least think worldwide. Wide.
Yeah,
wide.
with the echoes.
I don't think they understood the gravity of what they were doing when they wrote that movie.
Surely not.
Wow.
Not.
Okay, so now that we've read all this from Dr. Russell McGregor, let's go ahead and give you some info that he posted on his Twitter. So his picture, his background picture behind his profile picture says, Aussie Patriots for Truth. So I guess he's from Australia and he's really interested in Q. His description says, bankrupted right to practice medicine removed by Medical Council of NSW. Purely for blogging a paranoid conspiracy supporting Trump/Q. I don't even know what that means. All I know is his right to practice medicine was removed.
Oh, so like he a bad doctor.
Probably because he's crazy.
We're not consistent at all in our.
I think he's pretty sound.
I think he's got.
He was only not sure about that one thing.
Yeah, he's not sure about the economic changes.
What time are we at?
Oh, we're way over.
What?
Let's end it.
Surely
Let's go
not.
to the episode number 3 of Q, part 3. Part 3.
I don't have
52 minutes.
That was such a fast 52 minutes.
Golly.
We gotta cut our losses and get out of here. Roll the outro. We gotta go. The choppers.
As always, where one goes, we all go.
What you see is what you get. WYSIWYG.
Bake the crumbs, people.
Bake the crumbs.
For the truth.
This is the Baker's Podcast.
This nation is crummy, but we will bring it bread. In Jesus' name.
Killing.
Hallelujah.
Just wait for Good Friday.
That's
Easter
right.
Friday.
It's all coming up to Passover. Let's go.
This has been brought to you by Q.
Q approves this message.